Hey, Jack Squad. How everybody doing? Happy Monday. Hope all is well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. You got to make it happen for yourself, right? Don't forget to like. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your peoples. Tell your peoples. Now, today is Monday. I'm going live today. Somebody calling me from Cleveland Hospital. I don't know, worrying me. It never fails. Every time I get ready to, not every time, but a lot of times. Now that was a little concerning because that's from a hospital in Cleveland. So I hope everyone's all right. Okay, let me get back on track. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's very important. I'm still trying to get my 3,000 subscribers. And so, new subscribers, thank you. All of my social media stuff is down in the description box, including my email and my Cash App. Now, this is not going to be long, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's serious. When I first saw the video that night, when I saw Ray J, I don't know if he was sitting on a dock, I don't know, on a bridge somewhere that was water beneath. Again, when I see stuff, y'all, I'm just be laying in the bed, browsing through. I'm thinking it's a skit, somebody playing, ain't serious, right? So I went past it. Then I came back to it some kind of way, or I read the comments or something happened that made me look at it. That was the next day, right? That was clearly a cry for help, because now I'm seeing it everywhere. That was a cry for help. And people don't understand that you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the things in the world, you can have your family, and stuff still don't be right with you, right? And when I was watching him, and I didn't watch the last episode for this particular reason. I watched him on College Hill Reboot, right? It was him, Nene, Lamar Odom, two little cute girls. I can't think. One's an influencer, one is a rapper. I can't think of their names right now. Who else was on there? Oh, Stacey Dash, but she was gone after the first episode, so she couldn't manage. Who else? It was Smoke. Oh, Big Frida was on there. I really liked it. But I'm going to tell you, Ray, to me, showed signs of something then. And I thought it was just, he was a spoiled boy that turned into a spoiled man. That's what I took it as, right? And if he didn't want to do something, he didn't do it. And they had a hard time reining him in, right? And then he left, and then he came back, and he would come back and do what he wanted to do. See, a lot of times what I noticed, especially kid stars and people that have money, because he's basically a kid star, right? They tend to have their way. People give them their way, right? Now, he has a very domineering mother, in my opinion, right? And the daddy appears to be pretty passive. And then you got Brandy, was the superstar, right? And maybe Ray, even though he was a star, he's a star in his own right, fell through the cracks. Something happened because he kept saying things like, don't nobody care, or my family don't care. And I'm thinking, what are you saying, right? So to me, it appeared something was going on then as I was watching the show. I didn't watch the last show because Ray had left and then he came back and they was going to give him his punishment, which we all know is fake, but he took his grades. He didn't take the action seriously, but when they would punish him, he'd get upset like a kid. Like, I didn't watch the last episode or the last two episodes because of that, because I was like, I don't want to see the Ray shenanigans. Now, I'm going to go back and watch it, but there was something to me that appeared to be off. Now, I know he was going through a divorce, and they kept she filed, and she take it back. Then he filed, and he take it back, And I think, this is what I think, that he's always been guided by his mother. And he has a battle within himself, right? You got to let your grown kids be grown. If they make mistakes, they make mistakes. And I don't think his mom ever wanted him to be with Princess. She wasn't friendly towards her, didn't want her to be with him, right? And there comes a conflict, because you love your mama. Your mama, your girl. She been the momager forever, right? That's your girl. And then you got the woman you love and you want to have kids with, you want to be with the rest of your life, right? And one don't like the other. So there's a conflict. And then for the life of me, as I'm watching Love and Hip Hop, and he was talking about these tapes, or he told that it was set up all from the beginning. Kris Jenner, I told y'all Kris Jenner is one of the coldest pimps I know, for real. And he told how it was set up, it was fake, and none of it was, they released it, it was a whole setup. Now, what I didn't understand about that was he was saying, well, I need to reach out to Kanye, and then the other guy was saying, you need to say this and say that. I personally wouldn't have said nothing. But Ray said he wouldn't want his kids to grow up, especially his daughter, think that his daddy was that. And he basically was saying he was manipulated by Kris because he was a younger man. But I think I would have just let that blow over, because now he stirred the pot with the witches. They're witches. Care what nobody say. They're witches, right? He stirred the pot with the witches, right? I don't know what Reggie Bush is doing, because he faded to black, which is what you should do when you're associated with some stuff like that. And the white guy that Kim married first, Chris somebody, the basketball player, he's faded to black, right? But anybody else have a hard time fooling with them. And I think that's because they have increased their use of their wickery. When they first got with, because they're Armenian. Now, listen, I'm not being nothing. I'm just saying what I know, right? And they're sort of gypsy-like, right? Traditionally. Now, in the beginning with the Reggie Bush, we didn't really know too much of them. Ray J put them on the map, right? So they were new, like I said, in the wickery. This is my opinion, right? Now they've honed those wickery skills, right? I'm just telling y'all what I think. I know y'all probably saying, what? Listen, there's a such thing as pray for you, and there's another thing called pray on you, okay? Because he's having a hard time. And his wife is being very supportive, at least what I see when they on TV. She could be H-E-double-L in the house, right? But what I'm saying is he feels alone. He feels alone. And that's what happens a lot of times when with people, you don't have to have a lot of money. When you always got a whole bunch of people around you, you're paying for them to be there. Then when you ain't paying for them to be there no more, then you by yourself. People have to learn how to sit with themselves. You have to learn how to live life on life's terms. Meaning, when you're always using alcohol or drugs or whatever it is that you use, and then you don't, or you have to live life on life's terms, right? And I think that he is caught in this little quagmire when you cross over from a young man to grown man, right? And doesn't quite know how to take a hold of his feelings. I want him to go see somebody and talk to somebody, because I don't think that he's a bad guy. He's just been allowed to do whatever he wanted to do all his life. Now you got kids. The kids bring a different perspective to you. You see things differently, right? And I think that's what's going on with him. Because now you're a father. You're not just Ray J, the kicky boy. You know what I'm saying? You're a father now. You want to set an example. You want to be that guy. And I think that's where he's at. And that's causing a conflict in his mind, right? And I would like to know what his mother's saying, what his mother's doing. Because, a lot of times when Ray J act out, we see through social media what Brandy has to say, right? And I think between Brandy and the mama, they have beat him down. Daddy don't have much to say. Daddy just sitting over there. He over there, right? And because what Ray has the benefit of having a father that's been in his life all his life. Some things you can discuss, you should be able to discuss as a man with your dad, because your dad didn't live and he'd been through it. I think there's something amiss there that we not knowing and we not seeing. That's what I think. Because he has all the tools available, and some ain't going right? So we gonna pray for Ray J, because like I said when I saw it, I was like, oh, he playing, but he's serious, right? Like, listen, y'all, that was a cry for help. Just like that girl, what is her name, Brandy, that was friends with them, and she was with that guy that was the producer, and he was abusive to her. I seen on IG she pregnant, like she used to be on there crying and carrying on. Listen. You have to get away from whatever's harming you. I don't care how comfortable you is with it when they're not harming you. If they're harming you, you have to get away from it. And I think with Ray J, I just think it has something to do with these Kardashians. I'm just telling you. That's what I think, because now you want to kill yourself. You was real strong, you was real tough not long ago. Now you on the other end of it, right? Go fool with them witches. And I don't know why black men keep going over there with them. They keep going over there with them. And it makes me think, like, are they succubuses? You know, I've looked that up. Incubuses. One is a man, one is a woman. I don't know which one is which. But, like, they're sex demons or something, right? Like, I don't know, y'all. And they like black men, except for that one sister. I can't think of her name. You got Chloe, Kim. I don't know what the other girl name is that was with Scott. But, you know, you got to, I could never think of her name. But you got to, why is it that they only date black men? Like, why? And then when Kim does get with a white guy, it doesn't last long. She don't like him. She don't like them. She like black men, like we do. She like them like we do, right? Don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe. Again, today is Monday, and I'm going live at 2:30, and I'm going to talk about the witches and the warlocks, right? Staying away from toxic people. Toxic people, right? Because that toxicity will get into you, and then you become toxic, and then you like me. The thing about being toxic is, at some point, if it stay with you, you enjoy being toxic, and that's all you know how to be. So we're going to pray for little Ray J, right? Because he's a dad. You know, when I look at Ray J, when I look at somebody like Safari, a lot of them guys on Love and Hip Hop, they know how to be a dude, but they don't know how to be a man. There's a difference, right? You could be the dude, the handsome dude, the cute dude, the fun dude, the party dude, the what's up dude, but then they don't know how to handle being a man and being family. And that causes a conflict, right? That causes a conflict. But anyway, y'all, we're going to pray for little Ray J. Pray them witches away from him. Get them witches away. Get them away. I need to stop playing before they be coming to get me. But I'm down with the Lord. Down with him like 4 flats on a Cadillac. So, hey, you know, I'm just saying what I'm saying because I feel sorry for him. Anytime anybody get on a public media and says I should end it all, or whatever the words he was using, alluding to suicide. That's serious. They asking for some help. Instead of calling your mama like, Mom, come over here, or your sister, whoever you need to call, they said it out there. That's serious. That's serious. And I think that's beyond, I wouldn't say, I think it's beyond attention seeking. I don't think he was just seeking attention. I think it's something serious going on, okay? But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go about my business, right? And have a great day. You know, every day I wake up, I'm trying to have a great day, be the best. Like I told y'all, I was going toe-to-toe last week with the devil. Uppers, jabs, windmilling, just everything, right? I'm still standing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Still standing. Making it happen for myself. That's all I got is me and the Lord. That's all I got, right? That I could for sure count on. For sure. Got a lot of folks that love me, a lot of folks that do things, but I'm talking about for sure, right at the time of need, right now, is the Lord. That's what you got to do. You got to stay prayed up. You got to give it to him, right? And I think by my schedule being changed, that next Sunday I'm gonna start trying, because a lot of churches have opened now, you know, since Easter. So I was working on Sundays. I'm not anymore. So I'm getting ready to start looking for me, go back to the process of looking for me a church home, because it's so needed, right? You can, people say, well, you know, I love the Lord, I have church in the house. Yeah, you can do all that. But it's a difference when you go in there with other like-minded people. You can feel it, feel the spirit, feel the energy and all that. You can feel it at home, too, in the car, because I have church in my car all the time. But anyway, y'all, we're going to pray for Ray J, okay? Everybody be cool. Yeah, be cool. Bye-bye.